Welcome, everyone. I'm truly honored that you are here. So I think most everyone knows who I am, but I also know that there are a few new people that are here. So I'd like to just take a moment to introduce myself and set the stage for our deeper dropping in. So first of all, before I go any further, I just want to invite anyone that has their video on to go ahead and turn it off, because this will be recorded and I'm going to be posting it on YouTube. So if you can turn your video off, that would be excellent. So the other thing that I just want to say is that when we are dropping in today, I really invite you to connect into what is true for you. So I'm going to be using different words, different languaging, different energies. And if, for instance, if an energy feels too potent for you or doesn't feel aligned with you, go ahead and only take in the amount of energy that works for you. So as I said before, I want to just take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Melissa Sophia Joy, and I am many different things. I have a practice as a naturopathic doctor, mind, body, spirit specialist. I also founded the modality Somatic Awakening. But today, more than anything, I am standing in the form, in the energy of being a way shower and a light bearer. And this is my highest heart calling and deepest soul knowing. And today we stand at a huge precipice. As we know, there is a lot of chaos that's happening in the world, everything from the presidential elections, the multiple fires happening all throughout the West, as well as COVID, and so much more is going on. And what I have been called to do is to really step in and to hold a light, a reflection, a mirror into the bigger energy that is within the world. So what I'd like to do in a moment is to drop in some meditation and some prayer. And I also am getting notification that's hard for me to hear. So I'm going to, didn't want to do that. I'm going to turn my volume up a little bit. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to get closer to the mic. And if you continue to not hear me, let me know. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and drop into prayer and invocation. So as you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes, dropping your awareness into your body, utilizing your breath to do so, breathing deeply in and out. And as you breathe in and out, just allowing yourself to drop in even more into this present moment. Pulling into this now any conversations that are left undone in the past, or any thoughts of things that you have to do in the future. And really allowing yourself to land right here, right now. Landing in your breath, landing in your body. And as you breathe, bringing your awareness all the way down to the base of your spine, we're just going to connect in just a little bit with some grounding energy. We're going to do more later. So in this moment, with that exhale, just dropping your grounding cord down in and through all the different layers of the earth. Just feeling, sensing, knowing this organic downward movement. And allowing yourself to connect all the way into your core grounding sanctuary. You might feel this or hear it or sense it in some way, just knowing that you're connecting deeply in to the earth. and that it's safe to do so in this moment. Taking a couple of deep breaths in and out here. And on that next inhale, feel yourself moving back up, bringing this earth energy with you, this slow, low pulse and vibration of the earth, moving back up into your feet, calves, thighs, and relaxing into your body in a place that feels very comfortable, relaxed, neutral. And from here, we're going to open even deeper into the invocation process, opening, calling in the love, power, and everything that's inherent in the divine. Mother, Father, all that is, thank you for this breath. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this planet. Thank you for allowing us to be here at this time, to connect in, to remember who we are, to play our part at this time. Thank you, higher dimensional guides, for all of the love that you are constantly showering on this planet. We are so grateful for you, you who vibrate at this very high level of love, of oneness, of light. And I want to especially give gratitude for the Council of One, and specifically Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Saint Germain, and Mother Mary, for calling forth this event and for holding this vast, incredible space that you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you have, are, and will continue to give this planet and all of the inhabitants on this planet. We now have to give deep and abiding gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So as you're ready, coming back. So let me just click this off here. As I was preparing for this event, I happened to hear an incredible and empowering story from the mystic Andrew Harvey. And if you've never had the opportunity to connect with his teachings, his writings, I highly recommend that you do so. He's an incredible storyteller, mystic, spiritual teacher. And the story that he shared the other day was so potent and hit me so deeply and so resonated with the work that we're going to be doing this evening. I wanted to share this story that he told. So several years ago, he was in India in Benares, and he requested an audience for the leading Kali mystic of that time. And she granted him permission to sit with her. And he asked her, where are we? Where is humanity now? And she starts sharing with him many different things. But the primary thing that she shared with him was where humanity is at in the sense of what's called the Kali Yuga. So first, let's define what that means. So a yuga is a measurement of very, very long periods of time, usually it's thousands of years long. And Kali Yuga is a specific aspect of a yuga. There are many different types of yugas, and every yuga has a different kind of energy that's connected to it. Kali Yuga is where we're at now. And Kali is the great goddess of both death and rebirth. And that could be on many different levels. It could be on a spiritual level. It could be on an emotional level. It could also be on a very physical level. So she told him that we are in the third to the last stage of Kali Yuga. And she started telling him about the first two phases, and then went into the third, and then went into the fourth. So I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. So the first phase, phase she called the ominous phase. This started back in the 1900s. And in this phase, this is when we plunged into the technological admiration of reality. We started strip mining, not only strip mining in the sense of the earth, but also strip mining our own relationship from the earth as well as from the divine. And she said that Kali Yuga, even though normal yugas last for very, very long periods of time, the Kali Yuga is actually shorter with everything that's going on in our world because there is so much chaos and madness and greed. So then we go to the second phase, the second stage, which she called the dangerous phase. And in this phase, we plunge more into empire. We plunge into more exploitation of nature and our addiction to exploitation of nature, which I'm sorry to say, we are still in. We are still in that addiction to this exploitation. So what happened in this second phase is that we moved even more away from our own source connection, our own divine connection, as well as connection with nature. And then we have the third phase, which she said started about 30 years ago. And in this third phase, we are steeped in the shadows of the collective unconscious and everything that has been happening. So the greed, the cruelty, the lack of sacred understanding, the deep addiction to power are dancing in our world, both in the world stage, statewide level, community level. It is maddening. And then she said something that was very potent. So I'm going to invite you to listen very, very closely, because this is a turning point. She said at the end of the third stage that we will be going through a massive dark night of the soul, and that this will be humanity's last hope to restore itself before it goes into the last phase. So take a moment to allow that to settle in your body. Because then what she added was both thrilling as well as incredibly transforming. This is the possibility. She said that the official version of the last stage is complete destruction and annihilation. However, there's also a second version. And in this version, what will happen is that from this dark night of the soul, that there will be so many people transformed, heart, mind, body, and soul, that we will birth a new divine humanity. And in that process, that the destruction will be greatly diminished and mitigated. And when he shared this, I lit up like a Christmas tree, because this I have known all of my life, even whenever I was young, before I had any ability to communicate any of it. Because what is possible in this dark night of the soul, the more of us that actually say, yes, yes, I surrender. Yes, I am connected more and more into my source connection. Yes, I'm addressing all of the negative voices that are in my shadow and my psyche, working with the collective, all of that. When we do that, we actually align to the divine inside of us. And we step into a renewed mind. We stepped into a shattered, broken, open heart. We stepped into a divine humanity, that in this humanity, that everything that we know is going to be different and is going to shift. This is the deeper reason why I teach. This is it. this is why I'm teaching tonight. This is why I'm teaching more and more, because I know this to be true. And I know that there is something that I am to share to help in this process. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for saying yes to yourself. Thank you for allowing me to stand here to help facilitate this process. And most significantly, thank you for saying yes to your own process of evolution and standing up. Because we could easily throw in the towel, but we know that if we do so, that terrible things could happen. So when we align to the truth, to the divine truth, when we align to the vaster vision, when we align to the divine path, we come into consort with our own source connection, and we take our step, whatever is ours to do, to help the birthing of this divine humanity. So with this said, let's go ahead and drop in even deeper. I have a couple more things I just want to share with you, and then we're going to go into the meditation, ceremony, activation, transmission part. Okay, so the first thing that I just want to share is actually a couple of things about the energies that we're going to be utilizing. I know many of you are very energetically oriented, and I want to bring to light a little bit more of the information on how to utilize the energy that we're going to be connecting into today, because then you can utilize it in your own life and your own spiritual practice. So the first energy is the diamond light frequency. Now, this energy is a very activating energy. It's incredibly enlivening. It's also one of the most protective energies that I have ever ran across. And over the last few months, this energy has become very well known to me. I've had numerous upgrades and downloads and information given to me in regard to this diamond light. And one of the most profound things that I have been introduced to is that this diamond light actually arises on this planet, arises in the very, very, very core of the earth. It's what I'll call the heart womb center. And the heart womb center is the essence of the tree of life. And this tree of life is made up of this diamond light. And the essence of it, the deeper essence of it, is that it holds the unified field for all living beings. So we're going to be connecting into this diamond light in the very core of the earth, bringing it up into our energy bodies, connecting into the diamond light grid. And that is going to really help enliven, activate our being, as well as really help give us a deeper connection of safety and sacredness around our energy body, and connect to the unified field in the diamond light grid. The second energy that I'm going to talk about, and then we're going to go deeper, is the energy of gold. Now, this energy, my experience of it is that it comes from the divine. The higher divine guides are constantly pouring it into our world these days. And the reason why is because this energy is incredibly healing. It also really helps upgrades our body, our DNA, our physical body, energetic body, emotional body, because it is so healing. It also really helps us connect into embodiment, the embodiment of our divinity and the awakening of our source connection. So all of these energies, both of these energies, as you can tell, are incredibly important in this time. So that's why I wanted to share the deeper information regarding that. So with that said, let's go ahead and drop in. I'm going to invite you, if you have some water nearby, to take a few sips. The more hydrated you are, the easier it will be to connect to this energy. I'm going to do so myself. Okay, Okay, so as you are ready, closing your eyes, taking some nice deep breaths in and out. Again, just dropping even more into your being. Dropping awareness now all the way down to the base of the spine. On that exhale, feeling, sensing, knowing that you are dropping back into deep connection with the earth. And since we already made that connection once, just notice that you're dropping in deeper, even quicker and faster as you now come back into connection with your grounded sanctuary. And as you drop in here, now notice that you're being magnetized even deeper. You're being magnetized into the heart womb diamond sanctuary. Feel yourself connecting into this sanctuary. You don't have to try, just allow yourself to drop in. And as you drop in, connect into this diamond light. Seeing the tree of life, however you perceive that, see, feel, sense, know. Allowing yourself to be recalibrated at the level that is right for you. For some, it might feel like your nervous system is going into deeper relaxation. For some, it might feel that you are connecting into the unified field of the earth. It might feel completely different than what I just said. So notice what is true for you, aligning to your own experience now. And just noticing now that this diamond light in the right and perfect amount for you is pulsating up your grounding cord, pulsating in the right and perfect way for you as it pulsates all the way back up to 12 inches below your feet. And at this place, notice that there is a platform, that this is the foundation of your spiritual house. See it as a pedestal and a base, just like a pedestal and a base table. So there's a pedestal and the base that's underneath it that's supporting it even more. And feeling this diamond light energy pulsating, filling the foundation of your spiritual house. And as this pulsating energy grows more and more, just notice that this diamond light energy begins its journey upward, but it's not moving up your body. It's moving up and around the eggshell aura on the outside of your auric field. We could also call it on the outside of your energy field. So you might see this foot out from your body, or maybe even further, 3 feet, 4 feet, however wide you see this. Feel and sense this diamond light is moving up and around your energy field. And as it does so, just notice that your body is taking in the right and perfect amount for you in your body. Remember, this energy is very activating. So for some of you, it's going to be 0.001%. For some of you, it's going to be much greater. So please don't determine this by the ego mind, but determine this by what your spirit, your heart, your soul is saying, just allowing the right and perfect amount of this diamond light into your body, knowing that you can also connect with this in the future. So just relaxing back into that right and perfect amount as the diamond light moves up your energy body and moves up all the way 12 feet above your head. And feel and sense and know that at this 12-foot mark, roughly estimated, above your head, that there is a spiritual roof, like the platform, but this is a platform at the top of your head. This is the spiritual roof of your energetic house, or we could say it's the roof of your spiritual house. So holding this vibration as often as possible enlivens and activates your energy so that you are more connected into your higher self, into your source connection, into all that you need to move through your life during this time with ease and grace. In a very protected way, holding your being as safe, sacred, and holy, consecrating you as such. Now, as you are ready, moving to this 12 feet location above your head, and allowing now the diamond light to pour forth even higher, going higher and higher and higher, moving now into the sky, passing through the clouds, moving through the stratosphere, and moving on the outside of the planet. Just feel yourself being magnetized here. There's no need to force or push, just allowing yourself to be elevated in this very high vibration as you connect now to this diamond light grid past the stratosphere on the outside of our planet. And notice that in this diamond light grid, there are millions and millions of light workers that are here with you. That every time a light worker connects to the diamond grid, it both helps activate the grid as well as activates that human being in a positive way, an empowered way. And feel and sense that this network is like a neural net. There are multiple connections that are possible here, millions of connections. And you might notice that there are large nodes of energy that are also here. These nodes of energy are connected to the sacred places in the earth. They're connected also to vortexes. They're also connected to very awakened beings, light workers, mystics, masters, who are holding vast amounts of light for this planet at this time. And now, feeling, sensing from this great, vast place, this connection with the earth, feeling her presence here, feeling her heartbeat. Notice that as she is here, she is holding this space with incredible love and gratitude. for you and all beings playing their part in this evolution. And as you receive her love, her care, her gratitude, feeling it moving into your awareness, and now you are invited to look up. And as you look up, you're invited to clear your vision and to perceive, to behold the millions of higher dimensional guides that are here, have been here, and will continue to be here, holding this high vibrational space for humanity. You might see these beings as effervescent beings floating. Maybe they look like angels or different ascended masters. You might see beings in spacecraft. But opening yourself to the high vibration of love and care and awakening energy that these beings, these higher dimensional guides who are aligned to the law of love and the law of unity, are here helping us, supporting us, especially right now. Especially right now. So with this, I open into the space of transmission. And I invite you to not only hear the words, but to receive the energy that is beneath these words. Greetings, we come to you from the Council of One. There are multitudes that are here holding space with and for you. We come to you in a unified voice. And the four beings who are holding this space and allowing and inviting this energy in the most are Yeshua, Saint Germain, holding the energy of the divine masculine, the pure, healed, enlivened, awakened, divine masculine that this planet is up-leveling to right now. Purifying the greed, purifying the addiction to power, purifying the misogyny, purifying the racism, purifying the patriarchy, aligning to the light of the divine masculine. Aligning now to the energy of the divine feminine, connecting to the energy of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. Healing, nurturing, enlivening, holding, showering and streaming down oceans and oceans of compassion. enlivening the voice of the deep, divine feminine, alive in female form, an awakening in masculine form, bringing back home the soft and incredible, vast power of the divine feminine. Allowing this energy in to the places that have been traumatized, the shadow parts, hidden, frozen, running away, fighting, loving, and healing the parts that have created thousands of years of chaos deep within the subconscious, deep within the collective of humanity, pouring this love now together, divine masculine, divine feminine, beyond form, beyond feminine, masculine, into the everything and the nothing, the gold light, streaming now, streaming from the void, streaming through all of us here, higher dimensional guides, streaming into the exact calibration that is needed for all of humanity, including you, beloved. Holding this space through time, through space, knowing that it is moving in the right and perfect way. Knowing that this process of surrender, of healing, of saying yes to divine embodiment is merely a decision. It is a decision that you need to make over and over again, yes. And it is just a decision. So we invite you now, dear one, to step even deeper into your core, into your truth, into your longing for a divine embodied humanity. How willing are you to say yes? How willing are you to stand up? To stand up in all of the ways that are offered to you. To stand up in all of the ways are connected to your soul's truth, your soul's alignment. What you are here to be, to do, to experience. And just like what we have said before, this does not mean that you need to be a savior. That is not what we are talking about. We are talking about standing up in all of the ways that are open to you. Are you willing now to take that next step deeper? Only you know your truth. All answers are valid. Receiving now this golden light. Allowing this golden light to embody in your being. Allowing this golden light to upgrade your body in the most perfect way for you. Feeling it pouring into the places, the tissues, the DNA, the structures, the cells, the atoms, subatomic particles, allowing it in. All you have to do is say yes. Setting up this gold vibration to be received in the exact right and perfect way for you on your timeline, so you do not have to take it all in now. Knowing that it is here. Feeling it streaming in, moving through the top of your spiritual house, moving into your body, enlivening, connecting you with your source connection. Feeling the vastness that you are. Earth being connected all the way into the tree of life. Human being, enlivened, enlightened by the diamond light and the gold frequencies. Light being connected to the diamond light frequencies of the grid that is holding steady the earth, that is also at the same time activating, enlivening, awakening all beings. So, beloveds, we invite you to take 3 full deep breaths. In a moment, we're going to breathe together and repeat these 3 breaths. And on the 3rd breath, we're going together as a collective to pour down this golden diamond light frequency into the earth, to stabilize, to heal, to awaken, to activate all who are ready to activate. So here we go. Deep breath 1. As you breathe this breath, feeling the energy gather, and exhale. 2nd breath, totally surrendering, understanding, knowing, claiming that this energetic distribution is so. And on the 3rd breath, deep breath in, and on that exhale, seeing, feeling, sensing, knowing this light, this love, this golden diamond light frequency, stabilizing, healing, activating the entire planet, the entire world, moving everywhere, moving to the places of most need, those suffering, those sick, those in famine, those experiencing war, moving to the places that have the most need but do not know it, the places of power, of greed, the governments, the corporations, the White House, the Pentagon, throughout the entire world. Helping them to surrender to. And now moving into all of the humans who are or will be cracking open and surrendering to their higher good, to the divine light, through this dark night of the soul that we are and will be walking through. Seeing this light moving into their lives. Seeing the divine holding them as they crack open. Seeing them surrender on their knees. Their heart and being cracking open into this great effulgent oneness. The divine love that says, I'm always here and I will always be here. You can surrender now. And allowing this into yourself, beloveds. Feeling, sensing the mirroring of the places inside of you that haven't surrendered yet. Please do not judge these places, but feel the mirroring. And the divine, holding, loving, healing you, whispering, I will always love you. I will always be here. You can surrender now. Taking it in, beloveds, taking it in. It is safe. You can surrender. And feeling your spirit team, your guides, your angels, the ascended masters you're most connected to, those of the light and of love, holding this space, this sacred space for you, knowing that this energy is dropping in the most right and perfect way for you, so that at the exact right and perfect time when you need it most, that it falls in, that it holds you in your deepest surrender, that you allow yourself to be broken open. Heart, mind, body, and spirit. Stepping into divine, embodied human form with a renewed mind, a renewed being, heart open, cracked, surrendered. And from this place, we invite you now to look out in this diamond light field and on the planet and see the multiple beings through time and space, now and in the future, who are saying, yes, yes, I will surrender. Yes, I cannot handle this suffering anymore. Yes, I trust the divine is here. Yes, yes, I will open to who I truly am. And with this, you are invited back down into your body. There is a lot of energy here. So we're going to go through a process to help your body stay centered, attuned, and calibrated to the right frequency for you, so that the physical body is not overwhelmed by this energy. So the first thing that we do is we invite in the higher self, your higher self, to come in and to gather all of this energy that's too much for your physical body and to spread it out on your future timeline, as if your higher self is throwing seeds into your future, throwing this energy, throwing this knowing, throwing this love into the future for you, so that you'll be able to tap into it, exquisitely tap into it in the right and perfect time. So take another moment to feel and sense this. And then as you're ready, we're going to do one more thing. So notice any energy in your body that feels like it's still too much, perhaps for you. And if that is present, we're just going to invite this energy down, down, down into your grounding field. It's almost like it's being sucked out of your body in a pleasant way, moving down with ease and grace. And it's moving down into your grounding field. And again, as you move through the next few days, the next few weeks, you can call on this energy in your grounding field at any time to help support you, to hold you steady through your process. Because this experience is about both holding steady through whatever happens, but we don't hold steady through our ego or our mind. We don't force it. We hold steady by surrendering more to the divine source connection that we are. And all of the divine energy supporting us on the outside to do so. So as we come to a place of completion, you're invited to take 3 more full, deep breaths, giving gratitude for all, all of the higher dimensional beings, the divine light of love, for Yeshua, Saint Germain, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, giving gratitude for the unconditional power of love that has the ability to sustain, evolve, and help humanity to step into the divinity that we truly are. And so it is. And as you are ready, go ahead and come back and open your eyes. Welcome back, everyone. I'm amazed that we are right at an hour, a minute away. So I just want to say thank you again for joining me for this activation, this ceremony, this transmission, and really inviting you to take care of yourself, to make sure that you are doing good self-care, whatever that looks like for you, getting into some hot water, going to bed early, sleeping in tomorrow, taking a nice walk out in nature, whatever that is. There's so many different ways that we really need to take care of ourselves right now, especially as we're going through the times that we're going through. And again, I'm so grateful that you are here. I will continue to offer live activations as well as my podcast and many, many, many different things that are coming up next year. I'll go ahead and give you a little snippet. I will be actually starting Sophia Healing Academy. So there's a lot more classes and different ways that you can connect with me. And if I'm not pushing anything here, but if you feel like you need some immediate support, especially with everything that's going on, I've had a discount for the month of October, and I still have a few slots left for that if you're interested. But the primary thing is that I'm just so grateful that you are here and so grateful that you are saying yes to your healing, awakening, and evolution on the level that you are. So much, much love and many blessings to you.